In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, everybody's favorite D&D 5e play podcast on the internet, across all platforms. It is the highest ranked ever in the history, if you're listening to this thousands of years in the future. I am your host and DM, Bentley Michaels, for Season 3. To my right I have...
Caleb Ascinder Darkloft.
Dash is Peleus.
Rhett is Durok Dragon's Bane.
Milo is Ren.
Oh, and last time, everybody, the war had begun. Ren was in the town. He, over the loudspeaker, basically convinced 20,000 plus people to stay in their homes. And then a bunch of people started pouring out of the mountain. He frightened half of them with his dragon, so half of the warriors ran away. Then another chunk of the warriors spewed acid all over them and melted a whole bunch of people. Cinder, fighting above, did his cool move of, hey, bet you can't get me, and then dropped out of the sky, and two ships fired on another ship, damaging it. He then went under one of the ships and kitty-clawed at it with his dragon. Threw it out of the sky after throwing two ships unaware out of the sky. The body count is really starting to pile up for Cinder. He is still floating above the sky, and I believe has 3 ships somewhat surrounding him. Peleus, in the cool thing, in the cool factor of it all, blew up a warship basically, and then swam away, and then came out on the top of his dragon from underneath the water. They went on one ship, they ripped a captain in half, punted another one with a tail, blew up some ships, and I believe the coolest move of them all was when he had Browernick fight a guy, and then she briefly turned her head into a dragon and bit a guy's face off.
Nice.
Yep, and Durok battling old friend Duragar Yamhorn Daril, if you will. And got a little scared there for a second. Got a little worried when Yamhorn, got his first ever natural 20 on a hit to somebody, and knocked out 32 points of damage on him in one hit. Durok got scared. And
I want to know if that's true.
I think it's. I don't know if you ever. I can't remember you actually ever critting on
Probably
an attack,
not.
You did crit a couple times,
but I know you've critted for other things.
You critted to rip the chains off the walls in season 1.
That's true.
You critted.
That's
a couple
sticking in your memory.
Well,
that was a cool crit.
Well, that's how long it's been. So, and then Durok was like, "Forget you," and in 4 moves took him negative 14 points and put a sword through his head. But also used his second wind. Basically used all of his stuff.
Yeah, I got 1 more dice to roll, and that's it. So,
he is with his team underneath the mountain. We still have initiative from last time, which is Cinder, and Zarvog has yet to make an appearance, and that is where it starts for this week, folks. Cinder, you are in the air, surrounded by ships. They've been firing at you.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I am going to try to land this giant dragon on the top of one of the boats.
Okay.
And just screech out the loudest screech that anybody's ever screeched and scare the crew to get them to jump off of the boat.
Okay. Is that like a tactic you're going to have? It's a fear tactic?
It's essentially it's the triple attack thing. So I'm trying to scare people, and then I'm going to bite and claw. I think those are the 3 things.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I want to do.
Okay. And what, they got to beat like a DC to...
So for the scaring... Yeah, 19 wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. 16.
Hey, that doesn't work. So that's good for me. And then it is a...
Does it say how many creatures, or is it there like a certain amount of area, or what is it?
Each creature of the dragon's choice that is within 120 feet. So my choice would be all of them.
All right.
Within 120 feet.
My choice is all Sagittariuses.
Yeah. And
They're the worst.
then it's going to be a 24 to start tearing up the boat.
Yep, you hit.
Okay. So that's my bite.
Okay.
I'm going to roll the bite and the claws.
Okay.
19 for the second one.
Great. Rock and rip it apart this ship.
Yeah. So 19 for the bite.
Okay. Damage?
Yeah, 19 damage for the bite, and
Great.
then another 19
Okay.
with the claw.
Okay. So 38 damage total.
Yes, and I want to try to chomp that mast, and then I'm just going to start tearing floorboards up.
All right. Tell me how you would like to do stuff. Describe.
That's it. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
So land, and the whole boat kind of teeters a little bit.
Sure.
Because it, isn't used to having that kind of weight on it. And then as it rights itself, just starts screeching all over the place.
Right.
Men and
People
women.
are scared.
Yeah, people are scared, jumping off the side, and then just turns head horizontally, chomp, just like it's a pencil, just breaks right in two.
Okay.
And then starts with its claw where it landed, just pulling up planks.
Okay, great.
Trying to tear this thing apart.
Yep. You do all of that.
Let's sink it.
You do all of that, and you chomp the mast, and it's definitely sort of it's having a hard time, staying level. One, because you're a big old dragon and you're on there, but also because people are running from every which way, like mice out of cockroaches out of a lit room,
Nice.
and jumping off to their inevitable fates below. You just sent about 80 people to their death.
Bye, guys.
See ya. And they all jump off, and they all splat below. Gross.
Sending him to the warm embrace of Ulagan.
Yeah. Ren, you're going to have your work cut out for you.
And then, Cinder, I want you to make a Constitution check.
Yes, sir. That would be A1.
Oh, Yumhorn's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
The curse is passed.
Welcome new and improved young.
Welcome Yumhorn with the whip. Okay. So, Cinder, as you land and you think you're doing tally-ho things, all these great things. Hey, look at that. We're chomping. We're doing stuff. Yay, I'm Cinder. I'm winning. And you've never felt more alive as a player and more, as a person in battle.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I cannot be killed. And I'm going to live forever. And then in your brain and in your link and in your dragon's head as well, the dragon, it kind of like, you start to get mental images, and you start to see flames and red, and you see a sort of quick sort of image of Baravin in the in what looks like a large chamber, and not dissimilar sort of to like Nearsus's place that you were in. Mm-hmm. You don't recognize it. There's a large statue in the middle, a ghost holding where a sword would go, and there's a round dais, and all of a sudden you hear a large screech, and you fall off of your dragon and are now falling through the sky. And you assume that is probably Zarvog, and the dwarf, I would imagine you would think it was Baravin, just based off of everything. And now you're falling in the sky. And we cut to Peleus. Peleus, you've just completely destroyed a ship.
That's right. I have. Of course I have.
And I believe what happened, actually it was two. You lightning bolted an entire crew of a ship, and then she, I think, fiery breathed an entire ship as you were flying through.
This is accurate, yeah. She also used her lightning breath.
Yeah, okay.
She's
and
lightning.
So you were sort of making your way south-ish towards more like the back mountain of Würzburg as you were flying through some of the ships. You can see other ships.
Can I see the other command ship?
You can see it way off over on the far west side. I would say it would probably take you a couple turns to get there.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna fly over to like the nearest ship.
Okay.
That I can. That's not like destroyed or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have my dragon shoot lightning breath across its deck.
Okay. As you're making your way, also make me a Constitution check.
Yeah. Oh, since I'm on the dragon, do I have the dragon's stats?
Yeah, you guys are linked.
Sick. Let me just get my... Oh, wow, that's
Just
really
don't crit fail like I did.
that's going to be a 25.
Unfortunately, it does not pass.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. So, but unlike Cinder, you're flying through the sky, and you get the same sort of image. You get violent, flash images of Zarvog and some fire and him roaring in your head, and then you see your old pal Bearvin Oakfinger, everybody's favorite villain. You see flashes of him, similarly described in a large stone room with sconces lit. It's very golden. It's very, you see the same platform. I would imagine Durok, being Durok, had at one point regaled you of the tale of how he brought Zarvog back into the world or whatever. So I would say that you have the capability and knowledge to know that that's probably the room. And you hear a loud, you don't fall off your dragon, but you guys are definitely impeded in your effort. And Peleus, you look to the south, and you see flame come out the side or the back side of the mountain, and briefly you see a large dragon take flight. You see the shape of a dragon take flight out of the mountain.
Uh-oh. We'll think the big one's here.
So I'm gonna say that that's your turn. If you had passed, I would say you'd be able to go. But
Okay.
he messed with your brain.
Mess with my brain.
No, he messed with your brain. You and your dragon.
My dragon.
All right, Durok, you're underground. You have given Yamhorn a field burial, which is you crossed his arms and closed his eyes and said a little something because he was your pal at one point.
Don't forget, I also gave him a butt whooping.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a hole at the top of his head where your sword was.
That's right. Cross his arms, put some rocks on his eyes.
All right. Durok, make me a Constitution check.
Non-natural 20.
All right, Durok. You stand up from with your friend, and you guys had started to march like farther down the thing into the cave, into the open mouth where you saw them coming, and you know there's paths to get up to where you have once been. All the different tunnels. You can come out a little secret way and get into the tunnels and go towards where the egg room is. If you wanted to, you see the flashes of the egg room. You see Bearvin, you see Zarvog, and it just sort of zaps you. And it hits you, and roll my dark dice here, nothing too big. You take 2 psychic damage to the brainicle, and you're not feeling great. It was like a big jolt, and the best way I could put it, just because I've seen it so often recently, is you had a shock collar on your neck, and it was up to 10, and you got a good, and you're a little disoriented at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that my compatriots witnessed this brief moment of brain zappy zap.
They did.
And I address. I think I'm going to address Ilden.
Okay.
Because he seems to be in charge of the other people.
Okay.
I say,
I think we're on the right path. They just brain zapped me, for lack of a better term. I got a glimpse of the egg room, the place where Zarvog was born. Again. last time.
You're so good at it. You're so good at it. Ilden looks at you and he's like, well then, is that where we're going then?
I think so. We should make haste.
All right, well, we will follow you, of course, and get your 6, as it were.
Are any of you guys clerics? You guys heal me? You there.
Boy.
You have the look of a cleric.
Sure, you got a cleric.
Yes. Can you please heal me?
Sure.
Yuri's a paladin, isn't he? Isn't Yuri a paladin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Yuri's with me, too. I keep forgetting that.
Anyway, somebody heal me and let's make our way to the egg room.
Okay, what can Yuri heal you for?
I think all of my health and probably all of my abilities. It says it right here in my character sheet.
Yuri is so impressive.
I don't know. Maybe we could roll. I don't know what the typical heal spell is.
He's got lay on hands, so 5 hit points for every level that he is.
And he's level 20.
He is not. He is level 8 though.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if he's got lay on hands, I'd be like,
Yuri,
Okay.
I've seen you lay on hands before.
And it's
Lay your hands on me.
What dice is it, Milo?
It's just 5 times your level.
Oh, so he can just give you 40 hit points?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
then he
so.
gives you 40 hit points. Or no,
Nice.
wait. How many? No, he only knocked 32 out of you, so he gives you 32 hit points.
yeah, so it'd bring me back to full. I'm still empty of almost everything except 1 superiority dice, so.
Okay. But so you've got full HP now. Yuri takes a deep breath, puts his, Mr. Miyagi's you, puts his puts his hands on you, and you sort of feel like, ooh, you're
Feel
whatever
the wounds.
slashes that Yamhorn had given you, or I guess he had a hammer, so he knocked your jaw loose a little bit, maybe fractured your skull a little bit. It's all mending together. No concussions, no CTE
Sweet.
from this hit at least.
Yeah, I definitely have some from previous times.
And you feel, like I said, health wise, you feel great, but you're down some stuff.
I owe you one, Yuri. Now let's make haste to the egg room.
Okay, so you want to start going through the tunnels. You're leading them through. And still, just because you don't know if you'll ever get to tell somebody this, I would imagine you just be like, I know it may be ill-timed, but as a boy, we used to play over there, and it was like you've got like little stories as you're taking them through.
I hate to bring this one up, but
That's where I lost my virginity.
no. Shut up. No. That happened somewhere else. No, my sister bested me in a stick sword fight right over there. You wouldn't believe it now, I know, but she was something to behold in her time. Anyway, let's go.
All right, you start making your way. And you're getting to the point where you know that you're gonna have to, Scooby Doo. There will be a little sliding piece of rock, and as you're sort of coming up, you see a couple of figures standing there, not dissimilar to the group of people that you saw before once with Yamhorn, only these folks are a little bit shorter, the leader in front. And as you draw nearer, you've got dark vision, correct?
Yes.
As you draw within dark vision range, you recognize your son, Grout Dragon's Bane, and his merry men, if you will. And now we got to Ren.
Do we still have the little beetle pendants that Maven gave us? That we can...
Merrick?
Merrick gave us? I don't even know what that's from. But... yeah, do we still have those, though? Where we can communicate between each other?
I didn't say you didn't, so sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to use that.
Okay.
Hey guys, where are we all at? I'm working the front with Nirsis.
Oh my god, this is still on me. What is this?
I'm currently falling right now. What's
You
up?
won't believe this. I just beat the crap out of Yamhorn.
What?
Yeah, zombie Yamhorn. He came back from the grave and wanted a fresh ass kicking.
And you gave it to him.
That sounds terrible. I've got some stuff to do.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy emotionally.
Yeah, did you guys hear that I'm falling?
What a story arc.
So Nearsis' acid breath recharges, which is cool.
Okay.
What do I see at the front gate area?
Well, it's the same thing that it was at last week. It was, you had a huge army coming towards you. Half of them ran away. Then you acid breath, a portion of them. For easy math, let's say, because I don't think I said it last, we'll say 2,000 soldiers came out after you, 1,000 went away, and then you acid breath 150 of them. Or is it more? Was there a specific number or no?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay,
it's a very large area. For
you put a large hole right in the middle of. It's like you just melted this hole in the middle of all these soldiers, basically, and so your soldiers are coming through. They're fighting with people, engaging. Helm's Deep doors have been broken because you broke them down earlier. You Jurassic Parked them earlier.
What do I know?
Because you frightened them, and then they all jumped out of the towers.
Yeah, I did the frightening, and then I used my wing attack, which knocked them all prone, and then I acid breathed them.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
So you've got about 750 guys there that are just fighting with your guys, and before you do anything, make a Constitution check.
That's 18.
Okay. Ren, you have the same image. You are zapped. You almost sort of fall off your dragon there a little bit, and you see the images of the egg room in which you recognize it. Obviously, you see Bervin standing there and is sort of chuckling, and it's it's almost like a camera, and you see a finger, he's waving you on, and then you just see a bright thing of fire and a quick flash of Zargvog's face and a screech, and you open your eyes basically, and it's you grab back onto your dragon and and right yourself, and you took your turn from you, bud.
That sucks.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe someone should help Cinder.
Oh, yeah. Is someone falling? Did I hear someone say?
Well, it's only been, like I said, all this is happening simultaneously, so it's been 6 seconds. So, 6 seconds. Cinder, we cut back to you.
It's enough to reach terminal velocity, so...
Yeah, it's still falling, guys.
Over water, so you're...
No, he's over the city.
Oh, okay.
No, he's over the city.
I'm waving at you now, Ren. You see me? Look up, Ren. Ren?
He's
I don't have dark... Oh, no, I do have dark vision.
So, well, I mean, this is 10 square miles, this whole area. So, Ren, you're over here in the entrance. Cinder's up over here, basically 7-8 miles away from you, and then also probably way, way up in the sky. So,
use your whip, I say into the thing.
On what?
The more you talk, the more you're falling.
Well, we keep... Okay, I'm just going to call to my dragon and say, I need some help, please.
Okay. Sidset, let's go of the ship. It sort of pushes it and rocks it a little bit. It kind of bobbles to one side. And it's pretty much dead in the water anyway because everyone jumped off of it. And she zooms after you, puts her wings behind you, outstretches the neck. And she gets going and gives a couple flaps of the wings, and you see her head start to pass you. And roll me a dexterity check.
Cool.
Let's see if you can.
Crit fail, and you just fall to your death.
And the dragon too.
And the dragon.
I accidentally fall in her mouth.
Dragon goes straight face first into the ground.
Well, okay.
9? It's not a crit fail.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a 9.
It's just 9.
Oh man, nah, man.
We're gonna have to get Zombie Cinder here pretty soon.
Can you Duragar Cinder as well, or is that?
Yeah. Yeah. So as a 9, you're not quite used to being linked with your dragon, and you guys are just falling beside each other. And I'm gonna say in 2 more turns, the dragon pulls up and you go splat.
Okay.
So
I'm just looking over at the dragon, waving.
you're flipping through the air, and she's going down with you. But you're flipping through the air, and she's wanting you to like get on.
Yeah,
and
I'm too topsy turvy to know.
Well, in knowing you well enough as a player and as Cinder, and I would say that when you first started to fall, you thought it was fun, and so you did start to like topsy turvy. But then you got like Red Bull guy. You got out of control, and you're just.
I'm gonna throw up, guys.
So yeah, so
you got to be more like the Power Rangers at the beginning of the movie.
That's yep.
Yeah.
So we cut to Peleus. Peleus, you're still on the back of Nearsis. You see Zarvog, and he has a sense where you guys are, and he seems to be coming right for you. And Peleus, what would you like to do?
I would like to fly right at him.
Ooh. Okay.
Bring it on, you red.
I love it. Okay.
If you kill him before I even get there,
that'd be great.
I highly doubt it.
well,
I mean,
I may die, so
You guys are going to start seeing parts of him fall off as Durok is just in the tunnels, just like hacking his own body up.
I see this playing out. You all are standing very proud of your victory, and then behind you,
your body hits.
Where's Cinder, by the way?
Yeah, that is funny. That would be a funny scene in a movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Zarvog is now in the initiative. Peleus, he's coming right at you, and sort of through the psychic link with you and your dragon, you just feel rage and anger, and you kind of briefly see through his eyes for a second. You see him coming at you, so you figure, hey, this guy's probably not gonna. He's not coming out to help us.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So then I'm gonna shoot my dragon's lightning breath at him.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a DC 19 Dex save.
Ooh, dexterity. Gosh,
dragons don't have much dex because they're really big.
That's funny. Mine does.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think the red dragon has pretty low. I got Zarvog's stats since he's mine. Uh-oh, Zarvog dice?
Got my Zarvog dice.
Oh, whoa.
They're pretty neat.
Do you hand them over to Durok if he
Yeah,
gets
I should
control?
roll for him.
All right, so I'm beating a DC what now?
19.
19.
Dex?
Yep.
Okay. First roll with these dice. Ooh, darn it. 18.
Ooh.
Just
Yikes.
barely.
Close.
Okay, so it's going to be 12d10.
Dude, those are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
These big numbers.
Nah, it's way more fun this way. Quit trying to technology, Milo. You did this.
What do you
last
need?
time.
It's just so much easier.
12 D10?
Yeah, but this is so much more fun.
Do you not like fun, Milo?
He seems like he doesn't like fun, Dash.
I've got 6
You know what
more
we
right
do with
now.
people that don't like
How many
fun.
more do you need?
Okay, it's going to be 56 damage.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, describe to me how you want stuff to happen.
So I'm flying through the air and in and trail, right? Did I
Yep.
get that right?
You got in and drill.
Her mouth starts to glow blue, like with like Godzilla,
Yep.
That'd be really sick. And then Peleus' eyes start to glow, and he's like, "Oh, I can feel it! It's warming me bum." As her back glows too, and he's like, "Oh!" And she shoots out this arc of lightning, and it like shoots through the dark night sky, and just pummels Zarvog like right in the face.
Okay.
You can hear him roar. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's exactly how it happens. And he takes it right in the face. and he was about to, because he was starting to open his mouth, so you got him you sort of got him on the inside as well, a little bit, and he takes it right in the face, and he sort of maneuvers, flanks around, and he shoots off left a little bit, and he's going to go wide, and he's seeing like he's going to circle back around to try to attack you. But you are still sort of going south towards the mouth of the cave, and you get another, not as crippling as one, but you get a flash in your head of Baravin in the egg room, sort of also doing the sort of come here finger, and then you flash back out, and you sort of feel like the electricity leaving your body as it had come up through her, went right underneath your outer mouth. Give you a little shock.
I would like to have me and the dragon. We're gonna bank upwards.
Okay.
We're gonna go up into the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's our move. We're gonna go up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. He's going up and sort of wide because he came out going sort of northeast towards you, and now he's sort of like banking up, not as much as you, but sort of up and out and around northwest to northeast. So now he'll be looking up at you and kind of behind you if you're going kind of straight up.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And we cut to Durok. Durok, you see your son and his band of merry men.
And we said it was Graukdrat, right?
Graukdrat, yes. The one that has been... the more political one that's been around, that this old Baravin's guy that you met,
Yeah. Graukdrat, it's time for you to end this nonsense. Stand aside. Join me on this side, and we'll go end this. Or whatever, just stop it, Ren. Stand aside or come take your place by your father, and we'll end this.
So much maneuvering politically here, Father. Are you sure this is what you want to do?
You know I have to.
All right. Then I won't try to stop you. Just know that if it fails, I have to cover my end of things. But this guy's gotten out of control. And if there is one person that could stop it, it would be you, I think.
I'll see that your trust isn't misplaced.
Okay. So he tells his guards to sort of go back out into the hallways. He sort of steps aside, and he suggests that you don't take your entire band of merrymen clunking through the hallways. He definitely suggests that you take maybe one, or you go by yourself to the egg room. But that is his suggestion to you. Because there's other, there's still, quote unquote, bad guys in the mountain and stuff, and your guys could sort of start dismantling them from the inside, that type of thing.
I look back at my men. How many did you say I had? Like 4 or 5?
Yeah, you had 4.
Okay. I look back at them and I say, any volunteers?
Or you could send them back to the ship. It doesn't matter to me.
Any volunteers, though? Somebody want to come with old Durok Dragonsbane into the mouth of hell? You men came this far. You know what, Yuri? Take the other man and just go do your stuff. You, Ilden, come with me.
Okay.
I like you. You don't talk that much. You're a good listener.
Okay. So you're going to take Ilden with you, and then Yuri and the other couple, they're going to fan out with like the other and start dismantling people from the inside.
Yeah, I put Yuri in charge.
Okay.
And
he appreciates it. He clasps your shoulder and says, I will do my best.
Good.
Okay.
It's too early for you to meet Ulagan.
I hear he's great.
Not for me, but, I guess it's your thing.
Okay. So you start making your way to what you know is the egg room, the egg chamber. I would say that you're smart enough to let Ilden go sort of out in front. He's sneaky,
Yeah.
and can and sort of scout and dispatch of people. So it's not just you clonking along,
Yeah.
And you're making your way there.
Sweet.
And we cut to Ren, who has just regained composure. Briefly looked up and saw he sees a dragon diving down. He hasn't seen Yamhorn, shimmering shadow yet in the morning sun that is just barely starting to rise. You've got your composure back, Ren. You do see another brief flash, another brief image of Baravan beckoning you to the egg room.
Yeah, Ren would 100% take that taunt, but he also would try to save his friend. So
Well, you don't see your friend falling.
he knows that he's falling, though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
From Mavens.
Whether or not I would know the direction.
Yeah, I mean, you
I know.
see the
I saw.
You could probably see
your
my dragon.
Yeah.
you see the dragon going down.
All right, Nearsis, we gotta go. Let's see if we can get Cinder before he's squishy.
Before he's toast. Yeah, good. I mean, several miles. Let's see.
Miles?
Yeah.
This
the map's
entire
pretty
thing is 10 square miles, as I've already said.
Oh yeah, that's a long.
It's quite
ways.
far. You got magic?
Well, I've got 80 feet of movement, so
100.
feet of
What's the
movement.
dragon's?
That's
movement?
the dragon's
That
movement.
is the dragon's. Oh.
Yeah. It's gonna be at least a minute or so to get to there.
At least, yeah.
At least.
Uh
If I'm being generous. With how fast your dragon is moving. If I make your dragon move movie speed, yes.
Yeah. But you got 2 turns
Yeah.
till he splats, so.
Yeah.
I would quickly do the math in Ren's head and
Carry the one.
consider hopefully he's got a good connection with his dragon. And I'm going to move forward a little bit in the fray and use
I would say,
frightful-
Ren, that you feel because of the interconnectivity of the dragons that you could bless his dragon for the next turn.
Ooh.
I will give you that caveat. You guys are starting to feel pretty powerful. You've been connected with the dragons. You guys are starting to get boosted power-wise.
Does Durok get the boost in stats from his dragon?
So I could give the dragon guidance or something where he gets a
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could give him like a
Cat's grace.
give him cat's grace.
Featherfall? Can you?
well,
do that?
yeah, that's something I could definitely. Could I do enhanced ability and give the dragon cat's grace, which gives him advantage on dexterity checks?
Let's see if I'll allow it.
How good do I feel? Yeah.
Well, I crit failed, so I guess I'll allow it.
Okay,
Darn it.
I'll burn that.
I was really hoping not to allow it.
That counts. I'll take it. So I do that. Does Nearsis get any actions?
Yeah.
He'll do frightful presence against all of the enemies within
Ooh.
120 feet.
Okay.
DC 19 Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Roll my Ren dice.
An old wisdom saving throw.
Oh, cool. A 5. Man, I'm rolling hot.
So yeah, they become frightened.
Let's
for a
hope
minute.
these rolls get better so you guys just don't obliterate the end of my game.
And they begin running away
Okay, let me see here. I'm going to roll me a...
unless they saved on the previous frightful presence.
Some of them did, but I'm going to roll me a 100 here and say, ooh...
100.
107 out of 750, they all get scared and so they run off. So now you're down to about 650. And your forces, while your forces start to seem as though they have a little bit more of a chance, they feel bolstered because people are getting scared, freaked out, and people are deserting in the middle. It's not just necessarily in one area. It's sometimes they're fighting and all of a sudden they just turn around, and so your forces are oh, hey. So you guys are starting to get that, confidence.
Cool. I'll go ahead and me and Nearsis will take off, begin flying our 80 feet in the path of the city towards the castle.
Okay. Okay.
That's turns and bonuses.
So Nearsis will guide you, and we'll talk to you briefly and ask, young rider, what is it you would like to accomplish?
Baravan, we got to go mess him up. He's inside the castle. He's saying things in my head, and I'm not into it.
I've seen those images as well. I will remind you that likely the best entrance for you is the dwarven mouth on the other side that is open.
I think we should start flying there.
Okay, as you wish. And
well, I hope you're on board with this too. I mean, that we're a team in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aw.
But also, you're in charge. So I'm here to help you.
Actually, Ulagan is in charge, so...
And so you
We've
guys
got to
sort of
take the wheel.
you sort of take off because you were down in in this sort of entrance area down here, just right in the south of the city. You sort of flap up, and you start taking off a little bit northwest to come around.
And if I see a big group of bad guys, I want to give them an acid breath too.
You see tons of big groups because there's a lot of people running away.
Kill them.
They're running
they,
back towards all those people that you frightened.
Okay.
I think over 450 people that you frightened. They're all running back towards the.
Yeah, I wouldn't acid spray people that are running away. If they were taking defensive positions or something like that.
No, they're running away, man.
Okay.
Total war.
They're like, this war was stupid.
Raise their
Right.
farms and burn
told
their
you all.
families.
Okay,
that's what I'm doing.
Ren, you're making your way slowly but surely. We're now up at the top of no, it's Zarvog. Ooh, okay. I forgot Zarvog's in the mix. He gets blasted in the face, lightning breath. He's not happy. He screeches. He roars. He's pissed. A little bit of flames come out of his nose, and then he's banking around. He sees you take off, and he's gonna sort of go up after you, and he's going to shoot his fire breath at the back of you. And let's see here. DC 24 of dexterity for evasion.
A DC 24.
Dexterity, yeah.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
You can crit, though.
Your dragon doesn't have a high saving throw?
None.
dex?
Has a 0 saving throw.
Yeah, the dex,
dex?
they're pretty low on some of the dragons.
Yeah.
Oh
red
no!
dragons,
Well, for saving throw it says +5.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So okay,
That's not bad.
there we go. I was just looking at the actual dex thing. Weird. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even look at that. Yeah, I have a +7 dex for actual saving throws. I should remember that next time. I wouldn't have gotten hit.
So no.
What'd you get?
I got a 17.
Okay, Milo, can you actually break out your thing and do 26d6, please?
Sure. Ouch. Do I have to?
Yeah.
You could go ahead and fudge the dice rolls a little bit. We won't blame you.
Okay. I'll do that.
26d6 in fire damage.
26
on a failed
D1s.
save.
Why do I keep winking at everybody?
You do it all the time.
Yeah, you do it all the time, man. You're doing
That's
it.
Bummer.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay. So, Peleus, all of a sudden, you sort of you hear a screech and a roar, and you look back, and all of a sudden, sort of illuminated by the fire briefly coming out of his mouth, you see the red dragon's face, and then fire scorches right at you.
Ooh, that's
and
cool.
it hits old Inandrail right in the tushy and does 84 fire damage to your dragon.
Does she have resistance to fire damage?
No. Damn, no. It's lightning.
Ha ha! All right, 84 damage to your dragon.
Owie.
Its tail was a little bit singed. And now we're up at the top of initiative. Cinder, you are falling through the sky. You do feel a little bit in your connection. You feel a little bit of a pulsing magic. As you're falling, you see Bearvin laughing, taunting you to come to the egg room. But you're still falling out of control. But you do feel whatever Ren did, you feel you've got some Whatever he gave you. What did he give you?
Advantage.
Get those claws
Cat's
out.
grace.
Cat's
Okay.
grace.
Yeah, so here we go. I am going to try to stabilize myself and then try to skydive, swim towards my dragon.
It's pretty much right next to you. So
Yeah, well,
Crits.
if you can just, if you can get that dex.
crit.
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
That's the birthday crit we need, boy. Hey.
This can't be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you look at your dragon and you just kind of like you pose in midair for a second and you go, I was just playing.
Yeah.
And then you do a backflip right under the neck, and right at the last moment you sort of, you mentally say, pull up, and you guys sort of cruise the top of the mountain, making your way sort of north out towards the ocean.
Good.
And briefly, both Ren, because you're flying high in the sky, both Ren and Cinder, you see the red fire of Zarvog shoot out at what you assume is Inandrail, and you hear her screech off in the distance in pain. But and Dash, Peleus, you saw the Baravan in the egg room as well, still welcoming you there. And let's see, where are we at? Okay, yeah. So Cinder, you've made it. You're making your way out towards the water, and you've seen all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And who is that? Peleus, you just got hit. Where you at, bud? Or your dragon just got hit.
Yes, dragon got hit.
You hear her screech, because you're right on top of her. Hurt your ears a little bit.
We're gonna pull up, right? Because we're not gonna stop going up now.
Okay.
And now with Zarvog coming down, we're gonna shoot down and hit Zarvog. And
So he's going up and you're going up. So you're gonna turn around and go towards him.
And then yes,
dive bomb him.
yes, we're gonna hit him, and we'll, since we're in close proximity, we will do.
He's still pretty far away from you.
Okay.
But enough for you to, because he had the fire. It's got a decent distance. But I would imagine what you do is like 89 Batman with the Batwing, where you go up, you pause for a second, the moon, and then you flip back around and just start down.
Yeah. So will it take a bit to get to him?
I will say that you can use your movement to get to him.
Then I will use my movement to get to him.
Okay.
And I'm going to
at least put you within range if you want to, fire him or something.
But not like physically next to him?
No, not physically next to him, no.
Oh, okay. Then, I'll just do my breath weapon.
Okay. Breath weapon.
DC 19 dex save.
Okay. Ha! Not even with a +7. That was a 10.
Yay! So...
Make him suck your shock.
Suck or shock, or both of our shocks.
You hear reverberate from the mountain.
Yeah.
Make him suck your shaw.
No, from my little pendant.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Why don't you just use the roll dice thing?
Okay.
Because I don't feel like getting.
We're all getting tired of it.
I don't feel like getting
It's
all
so many dice. What do you need?
12d10.
24 D10.
I just don't feel like getting all of those d10 and rolling it.
62.
Nice. 62 damage.
Okay. So you do the little pause, you fly back down, he goes ruh-roh, and then he sees you coming right back at him, and he gets hit for 62 more damage. He now banks off west, and as you're going down, and leaves a clear opening toward the back of the mountain here, as you again see Baravan flash in your head, and Inandrail asks if you are seeing this and what you think it means.
I don't know. Maybe we should just go there. But then again, I don't want Zarvog to annihilate our entire armada.
Well, young rider, I can...
I'm not young, I'm middle-aged.
You're much younger than me.
Comparatively.
Okay, well, tomato, tomato.
I can drop you off there and come back out and help control the fleet or help protect the fleet.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Do that.
All right.
Honestly, don't want to get eaten by a dragon, so.
Okay. So she says, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to fly as expeditiously as I can. And if you could maybe turn around and watch my 6 with your wizard stuff, I would appreciate it.
Got it.
Your wizard stuff.
Okay, so she's gonna be going as fast as she can towards that. Let's see here, Durok, you are making your way up through. Ilden has told you to wait a couple times, and he's dispatched a couple of people very quickly, very silently, and you are rather impressed, I would say.
So you have a very effective killer.
Yeah,
as seen in season 1.
Has seen in season 1, and while taking down your Star Wars-like traps.
It was surprisingly Star Wars-like.
Was it though? Surprisingly.
Durok, you're getting to the spot in the mountain where you realize that you're going to have to go through sort of like an anteroom, and then that takes you into where the egg room is.
Sure.
So that's where you're at. You're sort of in the anteroom area. You've led him to this.
All right, Ilden. We're basically there. This is the anteroom. Whatever that means. Dwarves and their pretentious naming mechanisms, am I right?
Absolutely. I mean, I quite enjoy an anteroom, but, this one's made of all rock, so pish posh.
Like I said. So, the only way into the egg room is through that door.
Draw.
Like I said.
Dwarves and their doors.
Yeah. Pretentious portals into other rooms.
Anyway, so how do I get through this thing?
It looks like you could probably use it like a door and go through.
All right. Stand aside.
I've got this.
I think I can use it.
I'll watch your back. Out here, boss.
All right, yeah. So I
he's gonna sort of like casually patrol the shadows of that hallway just to make sure and drop down in case anybody tries to go in there or something like that.
Dope.
Okay. So you open the door.
Yes.
You enter.
Yes.
Okay. The room looks very similar to how it was the last time you were here, and only this time, it's in the long sort of tunnel. You can see it's starting to sort of become light outside. It's just adding a little bit of pink to the sky. The sconces on the wall are all lit up. It's very orange and red and very dragon fiery looking in there. On the old
altar.
Thank you. Where you once, had your sword and they, raked your hands. There stands Bearvin, Oakfinger, dressed not like you're used to see him in his Ponzi robes, but as you once remembered him as a subordinate to you in the military, he's dressed in his military garb. He's got a war pick. He's got a short hammer, a couple of knives, and he looks at you and he goes, so you've gotten the message. Welcome.
Which rank do I remember him as?
Just below you. He was never real big. I would say like he'd be like a
lieutenant.
Yeah, he'd be like a lieutenant, maybe a lieutenant colonel, but nothing too crazy. It was like he did his amount of time, got into politics.
All right. Well, I'm going to go for the douche move and only recognize him as that and nothing higher.
Great.
Lieutenant.
Nice. And he kind of smiles at you like he expected that. You've got your general helmet on, full plumage.
I offer you this chance now. Surrender and spare your men. End this battle. We don't need more needless bloodshed. The choice should be pretty simple. if there's a shred of goodness in your heart.
The choice is simple. It's to finish you off and continue with my mission.
You've been trying that for quite a while, Baravin.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh. That's 7.
Okay, then you don't notice it.
Yeah,
He goes, but you look a little worse for the wear there, Durok. And we're still waiting on your pals. Or
Why
what is
wait?
it? Durok and the dudes.
No, that's a pretentious name.
He motions over to a table, and you sort of see a sort of a glowing blue potion, and there's 3 other ones right there as well. There's 4 of them total. And he says, you look a little worse for the wear. Maybe you drink that, and we'll call it an even fight. Unless you want to be down all of your... I want the full Durok experience. And you can roll insight if you think he's trying to poison you.
Boy.
I don't think he's trying to poison me.
Okay.
And even if he is, I got 2 livers.
They're redundant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I grab one.
Okay.
I look him in the face.
Yep.
I uncork it. And I pour it down my throat. Yeah. Like, I don't put my lips to it. I'm just like...
Staring at him. Running down the beer.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Durok, had you not been healed by Yuri, you would have feel that your HP would have gone back up, but you feel as though all of your slots have been fulfilled. You feel as though you are back to 100%. And
A real gentleman.
I don't like this.
yeah, we cut to Ren. Ren, I'm going to just fast forward. I'm going to say that you're coming around on the side of the mountain. You're coming around here on the side of the mountain, and your dragon sort of has told you something similar. Is like, I can drop you off and continue to go. I can go back to the front lines and help the troops, whatever you would like. But it seems as though Baravin wants you in that room, and I personally think that's the best way to help end the war.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely help the front line. But if Zarvog, if he gets out of hand, you need to help your family deal with him.
Okay. Absolutely. And she's gonna sort of like flap and hover and drop you off at the mouth of the cave. You see Peleus' dragon coming up. You see Cinder's dragon. You're all, hey, it's a taxi point. You guys are all getting dropped off at school.
Parking spots
Yeah,
for
yeah.
dragons. Tie them up.
Yeah, there's somebody flagging you guys in. This dragon. Now go here. You guys are all getting dropped off, and that's where we leave it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Hey everybody! Thanks for tuning in to Chaotic Amateurs. It's been a lot of fun. We're wrapping it up. It's it's very exciting, and I'm very excited for my players. To my right, I have
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft.
Dash is Peleus.
Rhett is Durok Dragonsbane.
And Milo's Ren.
Hey, thank you for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. Shout out to Pedro the Cactus 12345, gave us a 5-star review on iTunes on October 25th. Holy S star. What amazing audio quality. The host is great. Thank you. The cast is funny. You're welcome. And the music adds a lot. Maybe my new fave Let's Play. Check out ASAP. Hey, thank you very much. If you want your review read on the show just like that, professionally by me, write one on iTunes. And we appreciate it. But like I said, thank you for joining us around our podcast table. Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.